Have you ever wondered how hard it is to be obese? Well, guess no more. You are you, and I am Vincent Buddha 2.0. Welcome back to the channel. I am Vincent Buddha 2.0. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you are newer here, hey, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to join the community. And hey, it is hard to be obese. If it is hard to be obese and you know what I'm talking about, go put something in the comments right now. Put a like on this video if you know it's hard to be obese. If you know it's hard to be extremely obese. If you know it's hard to be overweight, because there are many difficulties in being obese and overweight. I was and pretty much still am extremely obese. You may say, whoa, you look kind of good, all that stuff. Hey, listen. I'm extremely obese. At this point right now, I am 345 pounds. People have told me I hold my weight well. However, it is pretty hard to hold up a 345 pound frame, okay? And I was as much as over 400 pounds at a certain point in my life and before I started Monjaro. But I have a list of things that I made years ago when I was close to 400 pounds and why I did not want to be 400 pounds anymore, and I would love to share this list with you. So here's number one. I used to be tired all the time. That's number one. Tired all the time. Tired when I woke up. Tired in the daytime. Tired in the morning, afternoon, night. Even going to sleep, I was so tired, but I couldn't even go to sleep. It was hard to fall asleep. I would stay up until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and then wake up very tired once again. It was horrible. I did not feel well. Also, number two, lazy and lethargic. Even when I did get enough sleep, I felt like I didn't. I was lazy. I did not want to do anything. I hardly wanted to go to work. I hardly wanted to be around my family at times. I didn't want to do housework. I did not want to do work. It is something that I did not want to do. I felt lethargic. I didn't want to do anything at all at 400 pounds. It was just horrible. Number three, I was unable to play sports. And I love to play sports. I love to play basketball, football, baseball, just walking and running. I love to do those things, and I couldn't do them because I couldn't move well. I was just too big, and I wasn't fast enough. I wasn't good enough, and it was a horrible feeling. Number four, unable to run. I couldn't run. I could not even jog. Like, it just felt horrible. Just on my body, I would be sore for an entire week. If I ran more than a minute, it was just a really bad feeling. I couldn't do it. My knees couldn't take it. My hips couldn't take it. My ankles definitely couldn't take it. And my feet couldn't take it. It was just a horrible experience. If I ran or if I jogged, my whole body, even my shoulders for some reason, would be all sore. It was just a bad feeling. Unable to play and keep up with my kids. My kids are now 11, 9, and 4, and let me tell you, it takes a lot to keep up with kids that age, right? So I didn't want to go out and play. I didn't want to take them out. And what happens with that is that's how obesity gets passed down to the next generation. They see how you eat. They see the activity or lack of activity, and you don't take them out. You don't take them to the park. You don't take them out into the field to run around and do sports and things like that. It's because you don't feel like doing it. They don't do it. So horrible stuff right there. Also, I couldn't sleep well. Throughout the night, I would get up 3, 4, sometimes even up to 6 times, not just to go to the bathroom, but just because I just felt horrible. I had sleep apnea really bad, and I think that is getting better over time. But yeah, it's just horrible. Also, my back hurt and is sore most of the time, and now I don't have back pain every day. I don't have back pain, soreness every single day, but when I was 400 pounds and over 400 and around that weight, my back would be sore all the time. So yet another excuse not to exercise, not to do things that I wanted to do. Muscles were sore and achy most of the time. And I found out whether I worked out or not, I was sore. Whether I worked out or not, I was achy. And especially when I worked out, it was even worse. So I didn't want to work out. And I found out that this was due to elevated blood sugar. This was due to my pre-diabetes that I didn't even know I had. And once I got on Mounjaro, things really helped me so much. And my muscles weren't as sore. My muscles weren't as achy. Another reason why I did not want to be 400 pounds anymore is because I couldn't fit on amusement park rides. I would go to places with my family and I would not have as much fun as I did as a kid. Even as an older teenager, I was 320 pounds and I couldn't fit on most rides. So going to an amusement park, Six Flags, we have a place called Playland nearby. These places, when I would go there, it was not fun to actually go because I would be standing to the side, sitting, waiting for my kids. And it is embarrassing to go to an amusement park and you can't go on most of the rides. And then when I was 400 pounds, I didn't fit on anything. Maybe I would go on the merry-go-round and that's about it. But you know how fun a merry-go-round is. And I was like, this is not the way to live life. So it didn't feel good being the example that I was being to my family and my church. I'm preaching, spiritual excellence while my body is not excellent at all. And it's really hard when you're 400 pounds. People would say I didn't have self-control and things like that, but I would diet, I would exercise, but I would fall back off of it. It was like a food addiction. It really was. It was mostly my brain and not my body that was making these decisions and not having the self-control that I needed to have. I also felt like I was going to die in my 40s or definitely in my 50s. I was not going to be around for my kids to see them walk down the aisle, graduate college, all that stuff. I really felt like I was going to have a heart attack or a stroke in my 40s. I definitely had a food addiction. I talked about it a little before. Yes, definitely. I had a food addiction. I was always looking for the next meal. I was always looking for the next snack. It wasn't enough just to have a meal. I always had to have some garbage food, some chips, some Little Debbie cakes. If you know what I'm talking about, hit that like button. Okay? I always had to do that. It was also harming my marriage and my relationship with my kids. I didn't want to do things with them. I just wanted to be by myself because I wasn't feeling well. And when you're not feeling well, you don't treat others well. It's a horrible thing. It was holding me back from doing stuff that I wanted to do, things like adventurous things, like hiking and kayaking and sports, etc. Like I love being in the outdoors and doing things outside. But when you're 400 pounds, just even taking a 1-minute walk is something that could really hurt your body. So I didn't even want to be outside. Also, if I get in a kayak, I'm probably going to sink the thing. And I know I'm using some humor here, but really it was the reality. And so I didn't want to do that. You don't feel comfortable in your own body. And a lot of you may be saying, you did this to yourself, which is true. But at the same time, there's a mental aspect to this. There's a mental health aspect to this as well. And I believe that Mounjaro addresses that because my addictive, proclivities on Mounjaro have lessened so much. Like I'm able to control myself so much more. It's really an awesome thing. Also, I felt hopeless. I felt like I wasn't going to ever lose weight. I felt like I was going to be fat like this forever. Mounjaro has given me hope. Mounjaro has given me hope now. I was anxious all the time. Every single day, maybe one day a week, I didn't feel as anxious, but 6 to 7 times a week, I dealt with high-level anxiety. 6 to 7 times a week, I dealt with high-level depression as well, like even sometimes suicidal thoughts. And a lot of it was because of the size I was, the health that I was in, the foods that I was eating. And I'll tell you right now, on Mounjaro, instead of 6 to 7 times a week that I had bad days, 6 to 7 times a week I have good days. Mounjaro has really done an amazing thing in my body and in my mind and even my spiritual health. I'm telling you, thank God for this medication. Also, lastly, like I said before, it was hard to get up in the morning. I did not want to get up. I did not want to get my day started. And also it was hard for me to go to sleep. So I would be up until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And it was hard for me to fall asleep. Like I would have to be completely exhausted in body, spirit, and mind. Like and by 2 o'clock I would fall asleep. But then I'm up at 6 o'clock getting the kids together. So I would get 3 to 4 hours of sleep, which was horrible. But I'll tell you what, there is hope out there. And Mounjaro isn't the only hope. Maybe you're taking Ozempic or Wegovy. Maybe you're on semaglutide, maybe you're on just, compounded tirzepatide, whatever it is. These medications are bringing hope to people so that they do not have to live an overly obese life, an overly overweight life, that we can be healthy and we can overcome these mental problems that we have. We can overcome these physical problems that we have, and even spiritual problems, I believe. And I know God is in this because I'm down 45 pounds, and I was 400 pounds at once. I started Mounjaro when I was 390, and I'm now down to 345. I am down 45 pounds, and I feel amazing, and I know the best days are yet to come. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Share this with someone else through text message or a messenger app, whatever it is, so that they can hear that you don't have to live like this anymore. That there is hope out there, that this drug called Mounjaro can help you lose weight and feel amazing. You are you, and I am Vincent Buddha 2.0. Hey, watch more videos. Check this video out. This is my week 7 results with before and after pictures. Check it out now, or check out my weightlifting routine over here. All right, see you next time.